Hi, this is Gabby. So these are going to be my cooking videos that I'm utilizing to use as resources for my cooking videos. I also saved a lot of videos with like things I can use, like editing software, but also what I can purchase to record and economical things too, because I want to keep it budget friendly, and how I can utilize my own cell phone to professionally do videos and what kind of settings I should be using. So I saved all these things. I think these are going to be very helpful also on how to do setups and how they should be looking visually and what I think would be best, depending on the type of video that I'm making. So the goal is called I can't even remember the whole name, but like sipping or cooking with Gabby. And this channel is supposed to integrate myself and my daughter, and we will be able to have conversations while we're cooking, things that we like and dislike about cooking, about life maybe. So stirring with Gabby is the name. And I this is I think going to be very helpful because it's like days where we don't really want to show a face. We can utilize the videos here and the tips on how to make this just hands and cooking while they just hear a voice in the background, what kind of materials we should be using, or what kind of equipment we should be using for the videos, how we should do a setup. The resources are helpful to maybe use my own cell phone if we don't want to use the camera we currently have, and just little tips and tricks. And I think these are going to be very useful. There's so many things out there right now that this is so helpful in the sense where it's visual, the resources that I can use. I've looked into certain software, and the Mac, I have a Mac Pro, which actually has some editing features. I don't know if that exactly is still something that I can utilize for this to make it look nice and modern versus just being a just cut here and a cut there. I'm new at this, so this is going to be an interesting experience. My expectations for this is to really go through this with this video content. My daughter is 12 and she's been asking me to do videos. She is not allowed to put herself out there. So this would be a great way for her to start with me because I am very protective over her being on camera all the time. So this would enable us to do something together and practice on how to make this more of a hands cooking thing with her voice and stuff as well, and not have her like just sit in front of a camera or be on the internet like that. So this has been very helpful. One of the questions I still have is basically, will I be able to obtain this and do this correctly? Um, and make it look nice, you know? That's what I hope for. And my expectations for these cooking contests to at least be nice and visually appealing. I think that in video content, this is also very important. The sense where we have to make sure that we have video content that is appealing and intriguing for people to watch and not just something where I'm just going to make them and just go for it. I did select some videos like this gentleman right here, the second video up, where he's actually doing it from his home and talking about his tips and tricks with lighting and everything. So I think that's going to be very helpful. He actually has some ideas in what he does, how which lights he turns on and off so they can be visually more appealing. So I think these videos are so helpful because they're coming from people who actually are creating content right now and helping others do the same. Thank you.